Okay guys, welcome to my second part of my bending video. In my earlier video, I actually shared with you how to do the 90-degree bend using the Mayhems Glass tube. So now I'm going to share with you how I do a little bit more complex one. So the first one I will look at is this one right here. You can notice the one from the CPU into the VRM. So if you look from this angle, it's not a pure 90-degree bend. It actually has an upward tilt to it. So from here, if you can see it more clearly, it actually bends upwards. I need to say from here, it actually bends upwards before going to a pure 90-degree. Okay, that's the first one. The second one I'll show you all is this one right here. This one has a double bend. So with a PETG, I think it's not that hard. But if you have a glass tubing, which is a lot more unforgiving, then this one will be a little bit more challenging. You need a bit of extra tools and guides to actually get this one up. Okay, without further ado, let's jump straight into it. I'll start with this one first. Alright, here we go. Okay, for that bend, it's relatively easy. So what you do is, if you were to rotate, when you heat it up, you rotate this clockwise. And once you rotate clockwise, the direction will move upwards. So in your angle, I rotate it clockwise, this bend will naturally wants to shift up. If I go anti-clockwise, the direction of this bend will go downwards. So that's all to it. Okay, let me show you how it's done. Okay, what am I trying to do is relatively simple. I'm just trying to get the flame to as much on the angle as much as I can. So, yep. So what happens is I'm just flipping it around and trying to get, the hardest part of it is actually to get the inside. So yeah, it will take a lot longer. So okay. And there you have it. Wonder if you can see the angle. Well, let me delete it. Okay, here we are. So what happened is the height. There you see a little bend there, right there. Yes, that's it. Put it down. Okay, one thing about this bend is because this bend has a height. You can see here, this bend has a height to it, and basically, if you say, okay, I don't like this portion, example, there's some blemishes at this portion, you can actually turn it around and use the other side. It's the same measurement because the height is the same. Okay, and well, hope you like it. Just a brief look, how does it look? Okay, close up. Yep. And yeah, there you go. Yep, hope you like it. Okay, let's look at a more difficult one that I'm going to do. Right before me is actually a mock-up of a PETG, which I'm going to use as a base to do the glass tube bending. So it's 290 degrees, and you see the second 90 would be slanted because this is not a straight down 90, because your GPU usually tend to be the most outward portion of the entire loop. So I will do a mock-up, and it's fine to do mock-up using fittings as well, no problem. And if you ask me why I don't straight do the glass tubing, okay, glass tubing is actually 4 to 5 times more expensive. I feel I'd rather waste a PETG and try to get the glass tubing bending one time. Okay, just one shot, and hopefully I can get it right. Of course, if you want to use glass tubing to do trial and error without even using a mock-up, by all means carry on. If you are so filthy rich, you may as well donate money to me too. I will help you spend it, haha. Okay, I'll link it in the description below just for laughs. Alright, let's move on. Okay, as you can see, I took out the mock-up tubing with the two 90-degree. I'm going to use this as a guide, and what I usually do is I'll just set up a table like that. So these are actually this tool is actually the 5.25-inch drive bay. I have a spare, so I actually use this one as a guide. You can actually use a bigger one. So what you have here is the VISA mount to mount monitors. So I get one that can actually bend a particular angle which I want to. Okay. Initially I actually connect the longer 2.25-inch bay support here, and then I'll form this one like that. Okay. Eventually I'll take this off because why? It will be easier to actually put it like that, and then you bend the tubing on a flatter surface rather than trying to pick up the angle and bend it upwards, which is actually more challenging. So with a when doing on a flatter surface, it's actually much easier. And while we're on the topic of it, if you notice that if I were to turn it around, so right now it's like that. If I were to turn this around, the angle is actually the same. Well, it's maths. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, so later what am I going to do is just bring down the tube. Once it's heated, I'll just slowly bend it down. And if you notice that because of the existing bend here, it's actually very hard to get heat all around the surface of the tube which I want to bend. I'll show you how I actually do it. It's actually easy, no problem. There's still a way to actually do this. Okay, without further ado, let's start. Okay, here we go. Well, just a brief description of since now I have a 90 degree here that actually obstruct me from going all around the tube or distribute the heat all around the tube. So what happens is you want to focus more on the angle where you need to bend. Okay, I need to say the inner portion of the bend that you want to create. So right now I will focus more to what you call the flame, to the inner portion of the 90-degree bend that I'm going to create. Okay. Okay, I'll just fast forward whatever I need to. And show you the end result. I'm not going to bore you because the steps is just the same. It's just that your focus become more towards the inner part of the band. Okay, I'll just show you the finished product, how it looks once I'm done. Okay, as you can see, I have already bent quite a good angle already. I'm still 50% or maybe 40% left, and I'm trying to illustrate the point to you that yeah, because of this additional 90-degree up here, so you are unable to go around the glass. So put all your most of your focus on the inner part of the band. Okay, like what am I doing now? The inner part of the band, because that's where you need the glass to be at the softest in order to bend it without collapsing. Okay, job done, completed. My conclusion is I actually broke 2 of this glass. Yeah, this is actually my 3rd attempt before I actually succeeded, and I would like to share with you my learning experience. You see, glass itself when it's hot and touches all this metal surface, it tends to get brittle and crack. So I don't really have a better choice how to do it. So I realized that yeah, maybe that's the best I could do. Sacrifice 2 glass. So I did an alteration also to the setup. Initially this support piece is actually lower, that's in line with this. Because of that, there's a lot of contact between the glass and the metal, and that actually caused 2 of my cracks. So on my 3rd attempt I shift this support up, so this band does have lesser contact with this metal, and thus it succeeded in bending. So this is one of the changes I did, and yeah. And if you're wondering, what is this yellow plug? I actually inserted this. I actually tried to do an experiment on it, because earlier when I actually did a 90-degree bend, I actually collapsed one of the bands. So I actually do a plug in and I actually blow when I bend. So somehow it's just a precaution, because I don't really want to fail another time on this piece. So yeah, you can do it, but make sure it's long enough, otherwise you'll burn yourself when you blow it, because if the fire is too near to the point you blow, the glass can be too hot and it can burn your lips. So yeah, that's all. Yep, not easy if you ask me. I would say a single band will do. If you really want to go for the 3rd band or 2nd or 3rd band, yeah, we have to prepare for risk involved. Okay, that's all. Thanks guys, hope you enjoyed the video.